Well, here's what I've got. Thanks for asking. I've got him starting 3-1, and then they end up 4-4. They do beat Tampa, so they're 5-4 at the bye. And then I've got 4 straight wins after the bye. They get to 9-4. 2-2 down that tough stretch to finish. They're 11-6, and they're a playoff team. Good night, everybody. That's what I got right there. I got the Bears at 11-6. What's interesting is that Vegas and the various gambling sites very much do not agree. 9.5 is the over-under.
It's a good number.
9.3 is the statistical suggestion from the ESPN win machine. They are listed by DraftKings and others as the 3rd best odds to win the division. The 3rd favorite within the division, behind Green Bay and Detroit. And you could argue that with those numbers, they are not just a regression candidate, the Chicago Bears, but a flat-out regression prediction. There's always regression in this league, as well as a team stepping up like the Bears did last year. The NFL has mastered parity, as we know. This is bulletin board stuff, I would
100%.
think. In a big way, bulletin board stuff for Ben Johnson and his coaches.
Whatever they need to help motivate them, if people think that they are going to fall backwards, use that as fuel. You shouldn't have to, but if the little extra motivation never hurt anybody.
Yep.
You can use that. The thing is like part of the reason that I don't do like that thing is that I'm still trying to figure some of the stuff out. And I think some of the teams are too. You can't tell me who the starting quarterback for the Vikings is.
Without a doubt.
We have an idea.
Right. But like, so week 2, they get Minnesota. Is that so early that it's not Kyler Murray? Right?
Right.
So, to your point. So the matchup with Minnesota at the end of the year, when it's week 18, that almost assuredly is Kyler Murray with a year with Kevin O'Connell under his belt. How good are they then?
First game against Green Bay. Is Micah back? Is he hobbled?
It's week 5. It could be Micah coming back, and that's when Darnell Wright will have to break him again.
How is all this stuff in the offseason? How are the Patriots as a franchise going to be dealing with this type of stuff?
Yep.
Like there's
all of it.
There's so much that you don't know. But I do think that if we're only looking at last year's schedule, and that's the way that people frame the conversation about the Bears' schedule, that it's so tough because you're taking the records from teams last year, but this league flips around. The Bears were a perfect example of that.
Yes, they were.
Last year.
Yes, they were. So let me ask you this, because I heard this bandied about last night with some of the Fox bosses. Do you think that the league is betting on the Bears as a regression candidate by giving them 4 island games in the first 9 weeks? So they've got the Monday Nighter in week 3, and then the Pats and the Seahawks games are back-to-back on a Thursday and a Monday, and then the Bucs on a Sunday. There are no specific island games in terms, over the rest of the year. They're on Thanksgiving.
And Christmas.
I know. And there is the primetime game, the Saturday.
Peninsula games, as I like to call them.
So the holiday games are the Peninsula games? Well, how about...
because they're not alone. There are 3 games on Thanksgiving and there are 3 on Christmas, right?
But how about the Isthmus game?
Sure.
That has to be on Christmas.
Christmas, guess what? They got it.
Christmas is the Isthmus game, right? It has to be.
My
Alex, anybody? Huh?
Christmas, my pushback Isthmus? To the Fox people would be they're on Thanksgiving and they're on Christmas. That the Bears as an entity are so wanted. And then there's a Saturday night game that they have against Buffalo in the back half. So they are well represented from a national standpoint.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So I think the pushback is sensible. And I don't think that the league thinks it through to that kind of level.
I think the league looks at the Bears. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're good or not. Bears fans still watch.
Dude, Bears-Packers on Christmas.
Yes. And it won't matter if the Bears are, 7-8 at that point or whatever. Yeah. People are going to watch that game.
You know what's going to happen. That on Christmas morning somewhere, and it could be in the burbs because you do it early enough. It doesn't matter where. Some kid is going to get awoken and be told, hey, just so you know, unwrap this. And then they unwrap the gift and they realize they're not going to grandma and grandpa's for Christmas. They're going to Soldier Field to see Bears-Packers. Come on.
I really do like this quirk in the schedule, and I didn't take a poll of the rest of the schedules, but I like division to end the season.
Can we stay on the Christmas idea for a second, though?
Sure.
Would you?
Dad, it's 3 in the morning. It's 3 in the morning, Dad. Yeah, you got to get down there. Do you know how long it takes to get in there?
Stop. Dad, why are you waking me up? Dad, I was really looking forward to see Grandma. How dare you, Dad? You ruined Christmas.
You can FaceTime her from Soldier Field. From the South Lots.
But
she can meet George.
But I wonder if we got parents out there who've thought about this as an idea. Like, you're going to buy one game, buy the Christmas game. Like, you go on StubHub or whatever, you find a way in, you buy the Bears-Packers on Christmas, and then you've got that game. It could be a gift to anybody. Tell them, don't tell them, whatever. I think it's really cool that the Bears and Packers are there. All right, thank you. So division games going out, the 3 division games going out, that game, and then the Lions and the Vikings, you like 3 in a row?
I love that. Baseball has been honing in on that of like, hey, let's have a series of consequence towards the middle and end of September in the division. I love this for football because it's easier to do. And I picked a team at random just while we were talking. The Bengals get the Ravens and Browns to end this. Like, that's what I want. Like, I want there to be the conflict that NBC has to figure out which game is the Sunday night game in week 18. Which one of those, or I guess week 18. Which one of those games is going to matter? Which one is going to bring in the most eyes because something is on the line in those games? So, like, that's the type of stuff I'm like, yeah. Like, that's where they get the schedule part of it right.
Yeah. Yeah. Should be, I think that is cool. And
Falcons got it too. Buccaneers, Saints, Panthers for the Falcons the
going
last
out.
3 weeks. That's how you do it.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea. I like it. I agree. And I have faith in the coaches to have some stuff figured out by then. You look at the numbers and what the offense figured out along the way, and then Dennis Allen figured some stuff out along the way. If we've got faith in these coaches, then they ought to be better by the end of the season.
Well, they have to be because that's what they've sold us, Speaks. They didn't really do a lot in free agency, and the draft is people have a lot of questions about what happened. What they've told you is we're going to coach better. And it seemed like they threatened DA. You better coach better this year with the defense because this offense can score some points. So that's what they're selling, and we'll see if they can figure it out.